I look and try to confirm that you're getting a good buy on a vehicle. What I'm doing, I'm going to autotrader.com, which I think is a pretty good site. Say for example, you're going up to a Honda Civic. 37167. I'm going to do a 200-mile search. Going to Honda Civic. We just sold an 06 of the day. I encourage my customers to utilize this site, utilize other websites to see what I'm telling them is a great buy and compare my prices to other prices such as CarMax, the new car dealers, and other area dealers. 262 Honda Civics within 200 miles of Smyrna, Tennessee. What I like to do is you could scroll down, you can see what some of the prices are. 16.5, ranging from 14.950. That's an LX. Your EX is going to be your more expensive one because that's the sunroof, other options. But I like to scroll down the very bottom of the page and you'll see an average, which is a 13.934. For example, we just sold an EX, 06 EX of the day with 32,000 miles. We'll let the car go for 11,650. This is, today is June the 4th. I think that car sold on the June the 2nd. Also went and had it inspected, which we encourage people to do. We've got a good relationship with Stones River Nissan. We carried the car for Stones River Nissan, had it inspected. They charged $41.50 for that inspection. They gave it a clean bill of health. But what you can do, you can see that average, which is 13,950. If you really want to go out a little further, 262 units, that's good to get a good average. I mean, you could even go out 500 miles if you wanted to. But make sure you're comparing apples to apples. If you're buying a low mileage car that's loaded out with all the options, the right color, sunroof, EX model, then you really need to be ready to pay a little bit more for it. But you can scroll down again. Nationwide, that car averages 14.3. The highest is 26. I don't see how one's that expensive, but you can kind of look. There's your Honda dealer, EX. I mean, if you go to the Honda dealer, CarMax, you're going to pay top retail, no doubt. I mean, I just bought 2 cars yesterday and bid against 3 local Nissan dealers to buy it. Their overhead's so much higher than ours. That's the only way that I can sell below them is because of our overhead being so much smaller. Here at midtnautos here in Smyrna, you can deal direct with me, the owner, or deal with any of the secretaries. We just don't have the profit margins that the big dealerships do. My cars are the same cars theirs are. Here's another good site. NADA.com is a good site to look at your values also. I'll pull up here Honda 06. I'm just going to use the Honda Civic as a comparison because that was a recent sale. We'll type in the mileage. It was 32 some odd miles. Theft recovery system had the wheels. But I think NADA is a good site. It's giving you a 15,075 clean retail. Clean trade-in is 12,900. We sold our car for 11,650. That I just run up on a good bargain on that car. I don't really carry a lot of Civics because they're usually so expensive. But that gives you a good, average trade-in value is 12,000. Clean trade-in is 12. Clean retail is 15. You never really want to pay 50. You never want to pay retail if you can avoid it. Another good website is KBB.com. I don't like KBB as much. I think it favors car dealers more so. I've heard Dave Ramsey mention Kelley Blue Book, that sort of thing, but NADA, in my opinion, is the better site. See, with Kelley Blue Book online, KBB.com, you can look. Trade-in value is really about what a dealer's probably going to offer you for your trade-in. There's the private party, meaning that if you bought that from someone off the street, a friend, church member, something like that, that's probably what he should be asking, him and her should be asking. That car is not going to be prepped. It's probably not going to have a fresh oil change, not a fresh detail, that sort of thing. Suggested retail value, we'll just pull that up. And I always say you never really want to pay top dollar for a car, but that little Civic, for example, we'll just use that as a comparison. 32,000 miles, fill out the correct options, CD, alloy wheels, sunroof, all power. That's giving that a 16.97, excellent value. I don't consider our car excellent. It had a couple of blemishes on the front bumper. Car's real clean. They're giving it a 4.6 out of a 5. I do like this about the reviews of Kelley Blue Book. This is really good to see, and you could even read some of the reviews of what people have said about Honda Civics. But a 4.6 out of a 5, I mean that's a pretty good rating of a vehicle. But you could read some of the reviews when doing your own car research. I mean, it's getting some top honors here. But you can go back and also, like I say, read specific reviews.
Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
Let's see.
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Here's just some specifics that people have put on there.
Okay, that's okay.
Very comfortable car, rides, drives quiet, rides smooth.
We was wondering if we could get a representative to come by, but our location.
But I think the more homework you do, the better you are to try to get a good buy. Do your research before you go to the dealer. That way you've done your homework. You know they can't BS you. You've already done your homework. And maybe even if you're specific about a car, print out the KBB, print out the NADA, and utilize that when you go in. Look at your Auto Trader and compare prices. That right there is just going to give you a little bit more ammunition to look at. Also run the Carfax. Check the Carfax on it. The dealer, any reputable dealer should go ahead and provide the Carfax for you at no charge. We provide a Carfax with every vehicle. That Civic was a one-owner unit. But one thing I'll kind of show you, this is something that I'll print off on some of these cars. Like I put these already in the cars. That's your an 06 Camry, for example. Clean retails 13.5, average trade-ins 10. I've got the car priced for sale for $99.50. It has 17-inch alloy wheels, has the sunroof, has power seats. It's the V6 model. It's a one owner. Now it does have a few miles. It has 90,000, where the Civic only had 32,000. But another element that I like is I'll print off the CarMax, and I'll show you how much higher they are than most dealers. I mean, typically I always say I'm gonna beat their price by $2,000. In this case, I'm beating their price by $2,600, $4,000, $5,000. In all fairness, their units are having a little bit less miles than our unit. But here's another comparison on a Buick LaCrosse V6, nice car. Clean retail is $10.5, clean trade-ins $84. I've got ours priced at $99.50, and there's your KBB. KBB usually is higher, $11,650, excellent value. To me, KBB is almost going to be on the high side. It favors car dealers because a lot of car dealers will quote KBB retail, which is already high. That's why I use NADA. But I hope some of these tips help you make a good buying decision. If we can be of assistance, one way to find us online is carsofnashville.com. That's carsofnashville.com. We're located at 303 Jefferson Pike here in Smyrna, Tennessee, right off of I-24. Our number is 188-892-9102. That's 888-892-9102. Hope these tips help.